My name is Jack. For a long time, it was the only name I had known. I was born and raised in a cave by my mother. We were used to getting by, but that year the winter had been harsh. I was proud to have killed my first deer that day. And while waiting for Mother to help me cure it, I decided to practice my reading.
The Lord and King of all France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain. He has conquered the highlands and the plain. The Lord and King of all France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain. He has conquered the highlands and the plain. Before him, not a single fort remains.
Afternoon was approaching fast, and Mother still hadn't returned. So, if I wanted to cure the meat, I had to do it on my own. Else it would all go to waste.
I'd rather not. Good. It's warmer. Now I need some wet wood to make it smoke properly. There he is. Charles the Great, the protector of my town. You're coming with me. I can't eat it raw. I need to cure it. Meat goes bad fast. No, I won't abandon him. We are fighting side by side now. He deserves a worthier enemy. Huh? What's that? He deserves a worthier enemy. The noise isn't coming from here. It was hit by something sharp. That was no animal.
stay hidden. And never trust a man of God. Least of all his compassion. You'll either end up in a monastery or at the gallows. Get down.
Easy now, it's just someone little. No need to be afraid.
I'm going to follow him. You go home and wait for me, little cub.
Mother?
Don't move. We killed a pig thief in Salisbury. We can kill you too. Bloody outlaw. Where's the baby? Did you eat it? Hey, stop that. What's this?
Give it back.
What do you want with this? You can't read.
Give it back.
Leave the boy be, Alfred.
He took the baby. I saw him take Mother's cloak. He's the only one around. Who else would have taken it?
Wolves.
Give me my book.
Go on, give it to him. And now come. If we walk steady, we'll be in Shiring by tomorrow.
It was a monk.
What?
A monk took it.
A monk?
Yes, on a horse.
Is that true? Where did he go?
He should take us there.
Leave him alone. He's just a boy.
What is your name, boy? Please. I don't know why I left the child. I thought I couldn't take care of him alone, but I cannot leave him to die either. I have to know if he's all right. Will you help us?
He doesn't want to. Can we go now?
Just give him a moment, dear. We'll be on our way soon.
You will help us, and don't try and run, or you'll feel my hammer.
What did he say?
He said he's coming with us.
Thank you. You're a good lad. I owe you.
For now, I had no choice. The girl was sobbing, while her father remained tense but quiet. The boy kept on pushing me, which confused me greatly. I had never been hated before. If I had any plans of getting away, it would be like hunting deer. I had to stay sharp until the others forgot to be. The monk had crossed a small stream, or he had followed its course north, which would have led him towards the next village. Either way, the tracks ended at a riverbed as evening was fast approaching. The big man looked at me. "Which way, boy?" he asked. But I could only guess. The stream led us to a more convenient crossing. Here, one could easily pass without getting drenched in icy water. Suddenly, the boy called out. He had spotted something on the other bank. A set of fresh hoofprints. He laughed triumphantly as our eyes locked. So, we crossed the river, the boy cheerfully mocking my skills as a tracker.
What is it?
He got us lost.
Did you?
Papa, I'm tired.
That's all right. Come on, up on my shoulders you go.
No, I'm too heavy, and you're too tired anyway. I will remain steadfast.
You should all get some rest. Alfred, stay here with them while I take a look ahead.
No, don't go.
I won't be far, dear. Besides, you can do me a favour while I'm gone. Have an eye on the lads and make sure they get some sleep, all right?
All right.
See? You are steadfast. I won't be long.
You stay where I can see you while my sister rests, and no tricks.
It's too far up. It's too far up.
Huh? What is it? Did you hear something?
Don't be scared.
I'm not. I don't like you. Tell me, why do you care about your book so much? You're an animal. You don't even know what it is.
I'm not an animal. I'm a hunter.
A hunter? What do you hunt?
Boar, duck, deer.
So you are an outlaw. No one's allowed to hunt deer except for the king.
The king?
Yes, the king of the English. You've never even heard about him, have you? You only know how to rob and how to kill.
The Lord and King of all France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain. He has conquered the highlands and the plain. Before him, not a single fort remains.
What are you rambling on about?
It's from the book.
Hey, you see that? Over there in the fog. There is something there. What is it?
A deer. It broke through the ice and died.
Children! Martha? Wake up, dear.
Who's she?
We met in the forest. I'm Jack's mother. Come here, Jack.
Did you find him?
Yes, dear, we did.
The baby is safe. The monk brought it to a small cell not far from here.
But we won't go there now. Ellen offered us shelter for tonight.
I have. Follow me.
If I'd known you lived this close, my Agnes might have been saved.
Don't fool yourself. When a woman is bleeding inside, it either stops or it doesn't. All you can do is keep her warm, and you did that. I'm sorry, but the living must take care of the living. Jack, give the children some soup, will you? Will you be able to get work soon?
Hard to say. People don't usually hire a new master builder in winter. Too cold for stirring water. Sometimes you get lucky, but not this year.
Thank you, Jack.
Some time ago I had work in Exeter. They offered me the post of builder for the Castellan, to keep the walls and defences in shape. And it would have kept me busy for the rest of my life. We would have lived like bishops.
What happened?
I refused. All I cared about was working on a cathedral again. I was a fool.
You can do better than to build churches.
Well, I worked on one once. That was good work. I won't ramble on now. But if you ask Martha, she'll tell you everything about it.
You know, a man like you should not beat himself so hard.
No. No, there is no excuse for leaving my baby son behind.
Women die in labour. Men abandon their children all the time. It is rare that they return.
Is that what happened to you and your son?
No, that is an altogether different story. One I haven't even told Jack yet. All I can say is, I raised him alone in this cave, outside of town law. Just us and the forest.
How do you get by?
We hunt, we gather. It works well enough for us two to survive. We almost would have had meat today too. But it started to rot before we could cure it.
What's a cathedral?
It's a big house for people to pray.
They go there to rob each other?
No, they don't prey on each other. They talk to God.
It's a place of worship and a home for priests and monks.
Oh.
Eat well, children. You'll need your strength.
And so do you, Master Builder. Go on, tuck in.
I will. Thank you. Well, they're asleep now. So, what is it?
I told you that the monk had taken the baby to a small cell nearby. It's true, but I advise you to stay away from there.
What? Why?
Because you abandoned it. That counts as murder.
Then I have to steal him. I have to own up to what I've done. I have to take back my son.
Think for a moment. You have been out of work since summer. A baby needs a lot of care. More than your other children. How will you feed him?
But what am I to do then? Live like you? I don't know a thing about hunting. I'm a mason. Even in a castle I'm more at home than here.
Leave the baby with the monks. He'd be warm and fed. You wouldn't have to carry him while you look for work. And when you do find something, you can come back and fetch him.
I don't know. Since Agnes died, I don't know anything anymore.
You're a good man, Tom Builder. You're kind and gentle and strong. You will do the right thing. You also don't have to go through this alone, you know. Jack and I will have to leave this place soon. The winter is too cruel, and we might not survive if we stayed. We could all travel together.
I don't know. I have my hands full with my children already.
I can help you take care of them. If you promise to teach my son how to get along in the world of men. We may be strangers now, but we would be at each other's side, helping out however we can.
The living must take care of the living.
Yes.
That night I dreamed of a strange world. One of knights and monks preying upon each other in a big, dark cave. There were small castles, dead deer, and a giant called Tom. In that dream I was happy. I tightly held my mother's hand, watching the kind giant and learning his mysterious ways.
My brother is as stubborn as you are sometimes. But I trust him. The bishop has to see this letter. But where do I tell the bishop I found it? My pony needs to be fed soon. Should I take some? I will take just a couple. There you go. You're still hungry, aren't you? I already took some. I shouldn't take too many. Oh, why must I be so nervous? I trust Francis. He knows about these things.
How can I help you?
I have come to see the bishop.
Who may I tell the bishop is visiting?
I am Philip of Gwynedd.
And what, may I tell Bishop Walerin, is the reason for your visit? The bishop insists that I ask.
I am afraid I can only tell the bishop himself.
The bishop wishes to know beforehand.
In this case, we will have to make an exception.
Wait here.
My pony should be fed. Do I just take some hay? My pony needs to be fed. Why would the bishop see me? St. John's Chapel is smaller than this side building. Here.
Hello?
Yes?
The bishop will see you now.
Philip of Gwynedd.
The Right Reverend Bishop Wailerin, by God.
Please, sit down.
Thank you, Right Reverend.
Please, call me Wailerin. I hear you've done good work at that little cell in the forest.
I'm surprised you know about it.
As bishop, I am the ex officio abbot of Kingsbridge. So, I am bound to take an interest.
Well, God has blessed us in St. John.
I wish God would confer similar blessings on Kingsbridge Priory. Tell me, Prior Philip, what brings you here at such a late hour? Timothy said that you will only tell me.
I expect you know that Stephen of Blois has claimed the throne of England. With the blessing of the Church.
Already? I had heard of plans and of aspirations. This is very good. I have met Stephen. As bishop, I am much involved in politics. Of course, the Church can never be involved enough. Now, how do you know of this? Ah, your brother Francis is working for Earl Robert of Gloucester, is he not? Did he tell you?
Excuse me. Yes, Francis mentioned this to me. He is indeed working for the Earl of Gloucester.
But why are you bringing up politics? Tell me, Philip, why are you here?
Was I wrong to come to you, my bishop? Maybe I should have taken the letter to the Sheriff of Shiring.
Eustace is ungodly, arrogant, grasping and corrupt. So are all sheriffs. Philip, how did you get this letter?
I found it among Prior James's documents in Kingsbridge. I am staying there for a few days.
Prior James. May he rest in peace. Did he not order everything to be burned?
You know about this?
Sub-Prior Remigius mentioned it once.
I asked them not to burn James's books. The brothers agreed.
Well, and there you found the letter?
Yes.
Timothy, leave us. And did you find anything else?
No, just the letter. The messenger carrying it had an accident and died near Kingsbridge.
And your brother Francis told you about it?
No.
Philip, you already told me you have talked with him about this. From the letter I see the messenger was employed by your brother's master. That is why it is understandable that you would want to protect him. But there is no need to lie to me.
A war would cost so many lives.
God thunders wondrously with his voice.
He does great things that we cannot comprehend. The Book of Job. But this is not the work of God, but of Earl Bartholomew.
You are truly the man I have heard so much about. I will call on friends of mine. Pray for us that we can put an end to Bartholomew's plan before it is too late. You did a brave thing for our church, Brother Philip. A brave thing indeed. You'll go back to Kingsbridge Priory now and forget about the sheriff, won't you?
I will.
And don't speak of this to anyone there.
I shan't. I should get going. Time to leave, old friend.
Did you pack enough food? I don't want you to starve, Alfred.
You mean those rock-hard nuts? Yeah, I took some.
Anyone seen Martha?
She said she had to piss.
All right. I'll go get her.
You're a mason too, right?
Uh-huh.
So, what have you built so far? I'm sure Jack would love to hear about your work.
Houses. I mostly carve rocks. I haven't built much yet.
Ugh. Even the good ones are starting to taste bad.
That must be hard work.
Right.
They're looking for you.
I don't want to leave. It's so dangerous out there. I don't want to get robbed again.
My mother will protect you.
She's strong, isn't she? Papa usually protects me. But he can't always be around. He needs to take care of himself too.
I will always be around.
That's not your job. You should look after yourself and your mother first. And I want to stay here where it's safe.
This knight is Charles the Great. He will protect you.
Oh. Am I his princess?
You are. Together you are brave and smart and will never give up.
All right. I have to stay steadfast. Thank you, Jack.
Martha! Where are you?
Come on. We're going on a great quest.
On our way, I told Martha the names of my trees. There was the birch, Jerusalem, and the oaks, Alexandria and Byzantium. When I pointed out Rome, she laughed and named an apple tree Southampton. The farther we walked, the merrier she became, christening all the new trees Winchester, Bath, Salisbury, while I grew quieter and quieter. Finally, we arrived at a large road. This heads towards Shiring, Tom said. The strangest name of them all. By noon, we had reached the edge of town. Mother gave us some dry prunes to chew while she argued with Tom whether we should head directly to town or past the palace of the so-called bishop. Tom was hopeful to find work at the palace, but Mother seemed uneasy. Mother seemed happy to head directly into town and avoid the palace. These churchmen are all crooks, she said. But Tom answered with a worried expression on his brow. They might be the only ones willing to hire a mason around here. Shiring was full of people looking for work. Mother and Tom kept asking around while we rested our feet at the market. Alfred gave me a look as if he wanted to punch me, but I only stared at the buildings, amazed by the straightness of their walls. Finally, Mother called us over. Rumor had it that the Earl of Shiring was hiring all kinds of people. It was then that I heard a man in a robe say, "That voice, it's her. The witch. She was here 10 years ago." But apart from me, no one took notice.
You don't know me. You're misjudging whatever it is I did. I'm willing to forgive your mistake if you accept my offer now.
This is all about family honor to you, isn't it? Perhaps I should tell you about my mother. She was a happy person who loved to laugh and tell stories, but father made her miserable. Oh, he's not a bad man, but solemn and strict. She hated him so much she died from it.
Are you saying you don't like me?
You're so self-centered. You never think about anyone else's feelings. You have no refinement, and you can barely read. What were you expecting?
One day you will see that you are wrong, and then I won't be so forgiving.
All right. Let's hope it's true and the Earl needs us.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Alfred, keep an eye out. I'll be right back. And boys, try to get along.
An eye out for what?
Papa wants him to look for things that are broken.
Some people don't know they need a mason until you show them.
Papa could fix their walls. or build a house.
One man can build an entire house? I want to see.
Learn what you can, but don't stray too far.
Ugh. Why won't anyone just give me something to eat?
Stay sharp, Jack. People are rarely what they seem. See that knight over there? What does he look like to you?
He looks like a duck.
Ducks fly away when they don't like you. Maybe he will too. Or he will smash your skull with his club. Just because we are out of the forest, that doesn't mean there are no wolves about. Why don't you go and find Tom? He can tell you a lot more about this place than I could.
Hello, Jack. Have you ever been to a castle before?
No.
Castles are very safe places. People don't rob you so fast.
Mother told me stories about castles, about knights and princesses.
Oh, like what?
Like the one about Tristan and Isolde. They drank a potion and had to love each other for 3 years.
I know that one. Jack, do you think there's a princess in this castle? It would be so nice to see a real princess one day. There are so many knights here. Do you think there's also a princess?
Hey, boy, come here. Say, what do you think about Tom?
He's big.
Well, let me tell you something. He may seem nice, but he really doesn't care about anyone but himself. Whatever you do, he doesn't care. He'll just drag you into his own misery. So take my advice. If you and your mother want to stay, you better learn to shut up and put yourself second. That's all I'm saying.
Jack, be careful. Don't get too close.
Alfred doesn't like your father.
What? Oh, maybe if Papa knew that, he could do something about it. He doesn't talk to Alfred that much.
Alfred thinks Tom doesn't listen to anyone.
He should tell him then.
But how can he, if Tom won't listen?
Well, if Alfred is angry at his father, he must make him listen.
That little rat.
If you keep your feelings secret, Alfred, nothing will change. Jack, don't.
You should talk to your father.
Why would I? I'm fine. I just wanted to be nice and warn you. That's all.
You should talk to your father.
Why would I?
That won't help.
I can't believe the Earl allowed his daughter to refuse him. How scandalous.
Well, William Hamley is an idiot. I wouldn't marry him either.
Hello,
She deserves
my name is
someone
Jack.
Better. Such a very bright and charming girl.
They wouldn't know.
She's an arrogant one, just like her father.
Don't see that. It's not arrogance. It's nobility. You have to be like that if you want people to respect you.
Hey, who was that?
She will do fine. It's the Earl's son I'm more worried about. To think that coward is set to be next in line.
At least he knows how to order people around.
Right. What a brat. Who is shooting those rocks?
Hey! Oh!
I don't know.
What is it, boy? You just want to stand there and stare? All right, then. Let's see what you've got. You're good. Could kill a boar with that stare. Pierce it like an arrow. You ever tried that, boy? Stare a boar to death?
No, but I can kill a deer with a rock.
You know what had happened to a boy who claimed he'd killed a deer?
Only the king is allowed to, right?
Aye, or the queen for that matter. Whoever has their arse on the bloody throne end of summer. Used to be that anyone could hunt, but these are proper times now. Decent and orderly. At least when it comes to butchering deer, that is.
Will you be fighting soon?
Why are you asking? All right, let me tell you a secret. Can you keep a secret? What color is your shite, boy?
Brown.
Nice. Mine's grey, like ash. But that's a secret, isn't it? For my shite's colour is neither your nor anyone else's business. So you'd better keep that to yourself. Got it?
Are you a knight?
I'll be damned if I wasn't. Would have risked my life for nothing if all I was supposed to do was bake bread. Be warned, lad. Get a job that pays. Not one where you have to pay for a new horse every time someone kicks your arse. Being a knight costs you, especially when you're also a drunkard. Damn, if only I'd known.
Huh.
What a strange boy.
They wouldn't know.
Nice slingshot, boy. You better put it away before you hurt somebody.
Are you knights?
We are? Why, you want to be like us?
Like you?
Tell you what, snatch us some food from the keep, and we might train you.
Very good. That should be a valuable first lesson.
Look, the boy's swinging his slingshot at us.
Oh, don't worry. Nothing ever hits me. It's almost a miracle.
Blimey, wish I was you. Remind me to stay close to you in battle. Come on, bring us something tasty.
The keep is right up there. You want to become a knight, don't you?
That won't help. That won't help.
Huh?
Nice shot, boy. You almost hit the cow.
I don't know.
Why don't you go and find Tom? He can tell you a lot more about this place than I could.
There are so many knights here. Do you think there's also a princess?
I don't know.
Ow!
They wouldn't know.
Ow!
Watch your step, you little twit.
Don't mind him, boy. That's just William Hamley. He was hoping for a princess, but all he got was a boot.
What's he doing? Do you think he forgot something?
His dignity, perhaps?
Look, you strike me as an honest worker, but we have a right who does all the repairs for us.
Then something else, maybe? I heard rumours that there's all kinds of work here.
Well, unfortunately, it's not builders we're looking for. Actually, it's quite the opposite.
I understand. Thank you for your consideration. Walk with me, boy.
Stop right there. I'm sorry, boy. The Lady Aliena won't see any visitors today.
Lady Aliena?
A charming young woman. She lives on top of the keep.
Like a princess?
Well, no. Although, I suppose she would make a splendid queen indeed. For now, she is just the Earl of Shiring's daughter, and quite good at her role, if I may say so.
I want to see the lady.
My, you are just as rude as her previous visitor, aren't you? All want but no manners.
Can I see her?
May I see her?
May I?
As I said already, she won't receive any more visitors today. At least not any scoundrels. Not after that Hamley boy tried to propose to her. Again. She'd rather enjoy some quiet than another wide-eyed piglet who thinks himself a minstrel. Now don't start singing, please.
May I see the lady?
I told you she is not in the mood for pushy boys right now. She prefers someone a little more pleasant.
Hamley?
Yes, Percy Hamley's son, William. Now, off you go. And farewell to you.
I'd rather not. May I see the lady?
I told you she is not in the mood for... She prefers someone a little...
So, have you heard about anyone else who might need a mason?
Last summer they were building at the monastery in Shaftesbury, but they might be finished now.
I found this in the keep's kitchen. Can you teach me how to be a knight now?
Too little work. Shit. Oh no. What about Earl's Court?
Shit. That's up to the
You
Earl
can't
and
just
the steward
steal
to
from the
decide.
Earl.
I can't
We
say
were
that.
messing with you, lad. Just messing.
Put that thing away, quick. Let's pretend we didn't see it.
Boy, do us a favour and stay small.
There are too many fully grown bastards out there already.
Hard to tell where to stick your sword first.
There is one.
What?
There is a princess here.
Oh, show me.
My lady,
Yes, Matthew?
there are 2 children downstairs, desperately wanting to see you.
Children?
A rather cheerful little girl, and an annoying boy.
Well, considering that it is my role to tend to my father's guests, I believe I can see them.
Your father let you renounce a wedding. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if you declined this as well.
But a cheerful little girl?
And an annoying boy.
We will get along. You may bring them up. Oh, it's you. I noticed you and your parents from my window. What can I do for you? You're quite shy, aren't you? Would you like something to eat?
But they won't serve food yet.
They do what I tell them. I will have Matthew get you some bread.
Yes, please. Where's your mother?
My mother died.
Aren't you sad?
I was, but that was a long time ago. My brother Richard can't even remember her.
My mother's dead too.
When did she die?
Last week.
Oh. Who's that woman with you then?
That's my mother.
And where's your father?
I never had a father.
Where did you come from then?
From my mother. All young things come from their mothers. What have fathers got to do with it?
I think you should have a word with your mother. Come on, I want to show you something. Have you ever been up this high before?
No. Wow. All the people look so small. Like little mice. You must be up here every day.
I used to, but nowadays I try to hold myself back.
Why?
We are about to make some great enemies. If our first assault fails, they may want to lay siege to our castle, so I will have to get used to staying up here for a long while. I suppose this view will bore me soon enough. Till then, I'm trying to keep it special.
And you're sharing it with us? I don't think that I'd ever get bored by this.
Come on, let's go back down. Matthew will take you to your parents.
How did it go?
Oh, she was so pretty. Don't you agree, Jack?
Why don't you go and find Tom? He can tell you a...
The Lady Aliena thinks there will be an attack.
Here, go find Tom and tell him.
Wow, so much food. Your mother just gave me some nuts, though. Maybe Alfred wants some.
Where did you get that?
Just eat it.
I can see we're going to be good friends.
The Earl is going to battle soon.
The more reason staying here is a stupid idea.
Who are you going to attack?
No one. Me and my mates we're just here for the beer.
No, it's a secret. I should tell nobody but Tom. Alfred is angry.
What? Why?
He says you're selfish and don't care about him.
Thank you for telling me, Jack. I will talk to him later.
Lady Aliena is expecting an attack.
An attack? So the Earl is planning to go to battle. That's very helpful, Jack. Now, why don't you help me find some damage to the castle? The Earl might not want to fight if his defences are in bad shape. Even a fool can see these buildings need work. The Earl's not worrying about his stalls and his kitchens, he'll be worrying about the upcoming war.
What do you need work for?
It pays. It buys shelter and clothing and we don't have to starve. Not everyone can live in a forest, boy.
No?
No. People need to be around people. And for that, things have to be set in stone. Like the laws in towns, or rents, or wages. If everyone did whatever they liked, things would get very bad very quickly.
They refused you.
Oh, just because work rarely falls into one's lap, that doesn't mean there is none. I'll give this place a look over while you tell your mother to be patient.
You can build castles?
Well, if I have the money and the people, yes. Maybe one day I'll show you how it's done.
Can't you work somewhere else?
Not if we want to eat tonight.
What are you looking for?
Something to convince the Earl that keeping things the way they are won't do for long. Could be something small, like washed out mortar or a loose column. Yeah, I need to see the hole before I can carve the rock. I'm going to talk to some people. You just keep an eye out. And if you see something I can fix, let me know.
The well is in bad repair.
It is? Yeah, very good, Jack. That's one thing the Earl needs to get fixed for sure. Now, see if you can spot any more damage.
The battlements are broken.
I noticed that already. Now, see if you can spot one more area of damage.
Tom wouldn't find work here.
Stop right there. I'm sorry, boy. The Lady Aliena won't see any visitors today.
We have followers all over the south of England.
Of course. You're the Earl, after all.
A title doesn't guarantee anything, my son.
I don't understand. Is that why you sent all those letters?
If you want something, talk to me.
We only know what's happening in the south, but Earl Robert is in the west.
Together we control the entire southwest.
Not all of it, but we have messengers in place to keep us informed about everything. Now, be quiet for a moment. I need to think. We have followers all over the south. A title.
Is that...
We only know what's happening in the book. No. No.
You there, what do you want? My father and I have important business, so go play in the yard with the other children. I won't say it again. Go play! Sod off!
No. The Earl is busy, boy.
This looks good to me. Is anything broken here?
My nose, I guess, and a few of my ribs.
Apart from that, we're fine.
I don't know. This isn't broken, is it? Is anything broken here?
Well, these battlements could use a fresh stone or two, but apart from that...
I should tell Tom. I don't know. Tom wouldn't find work here. Tom wouldn't find work here.
I wish I was like her.
Have you found Tom?
He's on his way.
All right. Something tells me you should go and help Tom. Something tells me you should go and help.
Is anything broken here? They're not talking to me.
Oh!
Is anything broken here? They're not talking to me. Is anything broken here? They're not talking. I don't know. There is a wall without mortar.
If that's true, you have a very keen eye. Well, that should do for now. Now, stay sharp. You did a very good job, son. Now, come along. You deserve to see if it works.
Look, I'd like to give you work, but we don't need you.
I just hope you're not expecting a siege soon.
Why do you say that?
Your defences are in bad repair.
Be specific, man.
The mortar in your walls has come away in places. This leaves an opening for a crowbar, and once there's a hole, it's easy to pull the entire wall down.
Anything else?
Yeah. The keep has an undercroft with a wooden door. If I were attacking the keep, I'd go through that door and start a fire in the stores.
And if you were the Earl, how would you prevent that?
I'd have a pile of stone ready shaped and a supply of sand and lime for mortar. And a mason standing by ready to block up that doorway in times of danger.
Matthew, may I have a word with you?
Well, we have a home. For now. Is that all right for you all?
Of course.
Alfred?
Why are you asking me?
Because you're a builder. I think you have a say in it too.
It's fine with me.
Grab your things, everyone, and follow me. It's time we put a roof over our heads.
And thus Tom Builder had finally found work. Little did we know then that it wouldn't last for long.
It's good you sent your brother to tell your flock in St. John's about your nomination. If you'd gone yourself, they might not have let you leave again.
There is a good chance I will return to St. John's after the election today.
Why so pessimistic?
Many of the brothers still want Remigius to become prior.
Philip.
Yes?
There was an incident with one of our novices.
What kind of incident?
Remigius caned him. He was bleeding all over.
He could barely walk, but walk he did. We called out for him, but he did not turn around. He never looked back.
He ran away?
He is not the first. And it wasn't the first time Brother Marcus was punished either.
Brother Marcus?
Yes, he stole my keys and food. You reported him to Remigius.
I did, but he is practically a child.
Remigius really goes too far.
Last year he hit a novice. The poor soul became deaf in 1 ear.
Tell me, Philip, what will be the first thing that you do when you're elected?
We will repair the cathedral.
It's about time.
Long overdue. If only we weren't in debt. How would we pay for the repairs?
You cannot go in there.
What was that?
Who are these people? Hey! Step back. Step back, I said.
What is going on out there?
Soldiers?
Did they start a war again? Those fools.
Philip! It's Francis. They have Francis.
Francis.
What's your name? It would be easier for us all if you just came with us.
What about the child? Is it yours?
Francis.
Like it or not, you'll be coming with us.
We were looking for you.
You must be mistaken.
We got your description. If it fits a man, we bring him in. It fits you, so we're bringing you in.
Walter, just look at him.
What are you doing here? And who is... Who is that?
I found him. In the woods.
Hey!
Hey!
We fed him goat's milk in St. John's. Johnny Eightpence did. He says he misses you.
He was always very sentimental.
Hey!
Philip, you must not tell these men my name. My Lord Robert of Gloucester believes me to be in Winchester.
I gave the letter to the bishop. He said he'd help.
May God have mercy on us. I was wrong to send you.
What is it?
These men are with the bishop. He is here, in Kingsbridge.
The bishop is here?
Hey, you two. You should listen when you're spoken to. Who are you? And what about the child?
Did you make it? Did you two do it and make a little baby? By God, you look so funny. Oh, come on, let me hold him.
A name, or both of your names. Come on, you two. Give us something we can work with.
The child is under my protection.
Oh, is it now?
Good for you, monk. What's your name? And don't pretend you can't talk, because I'm sick of listening to you.
I am Philip. Philip of Gwynedd.
It's him we're looking for, not the other one.
Monks, they all look alike.
We were looking for you. Bishop Wailerun wants to see you.
Oh.
We found him. He's here. Tell the bishop.
They found the monk.
The bishop. Tell the bishop.
Go on, monk. We'll all keep an eye on you.
You will be safe.
What are you waiting for?
Don't let the bishop wait.
Oh, go ahead. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
Don't let the bishop wait.
Go ahead.
Amen. Amen.
What are you waiting for?
Don't let the bishop wait.
We have come just for you, so move.
What are you waiting for?
That's him. That's the monk.
We're in,
Tell the bishop. I thought he would at least be taller than me.
What are you waiting for?
What is going on here, Philip?
I don't know.
Philip of Gwynedd.
Philip of Gwynedd.
The bishop knows he's here. We told him.
He's expecting you.
Ora pro nobis peccatoribus. Sancta Maria Mater Dei. Ora pro nobis peccatoribus. Oh. E che venit cum nobibus et vitibit Deum omnis hoc.
Philip. There you are.
The Right Reverend Bishop Waleran Bigot.
Philip and I are already acquainted.
You were looking for me, my bishop?
I was. Remigius, Philip does look distressed, does he not?
Yes, he does.
Tell me, what is on your mind?
Soldiers have invaded the priory.
Invaded? Oh, of course. I have gotten too used to the presence of knights and nobles. The work of a bishop. The reason why these men are outside right now is your letter, Philip. As I suspected, it did convince my allies to go against the Earl of Shiring. These allies of mine insisted that their knight should accompany me along with their son, and very soon they will ride against the Earl.
I understand, my bishop.
Philip, I have the feeling that there is a storm rising. Right here, in Kingsbridge. And in the eye of that storm stands one man. You. Around you, things begin moving. Don't they, Remigius?
Yes.
But there is one important thing you have kept from me.
There is? My bishop?
You did not mention that you, Philip, were nominated to be Prior of Kingsbridge. The brothers here will elect their new prior today, will they not?
The election will take place in a few hours, my bishop.
We need a strong prior. James was my friend, but a strong prior he was not. We are in agreement on these matters, are we not, Remigius?
Of course, Right Reverend. The bishop and I agreed you should have this.
Very well. Now, when your distinguished guests arrive, what will be the subject of your first sermon as the new Prior of Kingsbridge?
I think what I would talk about is... I beg your forgiveness, but I do not understand.
Most of your brothers agree with me on this matter. Remigius has talked to them. They will vote for you.
As will I. And I will support you in your duties in my role as sub-prior.
A role you have fulfilled wonderfully in the past, Remigius. Wonderfully.
My bishop?
Philip of Gwynedd. You will be the new prior of Kingsbridge.
Oh.
In humbleness, I stand before you, most humbled by your trust, and humbled by the great tasks ahead of us. We must restore Kingsbridge to do justice to the glory of God and to his mercy. The desperate and the hopeless everywhere shall hear our bells. They shall see our towering cathedral. Our great church will become a guiding light, first and foremost, through our actions and our faith. We ourselves shall be such a light to the lost, the hurt, and the suffering on their path to God.
The Earl of Shiring is not in attendance, it seems.
He is not. Shameful. He's busy preparing his siege on Winchester.
I trust he does not know we are about to foil his plans, Percy.
Answer the bishop, my husband.
No, he does not expect us, not at all. My men are ready.
So is our son.
Excellent. Excellent.
There you are. What's the matter?
Did I have a father?
Yes. Everyone has a father.
What happened to him?
He died before you were born.
How could he be my father if he died before I was born?
Babies grow from a seed. The seed comes out of a man's prick and is planted in a woman's cunny. Then the seed grows into a baby in her belly, and when it's ready, it comes out.
Why did you never tell me? About father, I mean.
I needed you to be older. Trust me, once the time is right, I will tell you everything. I promise.
What was my father's name?
Jack, the same as you. They called him Jack Sherberg.
So, if there's another Jack, I can tell people that I'm Jack Jackson?
You can. People don't always call you what you want them to, but you can try. What is that? Jack, find the others. Then hide and don't come out till I tell you.
Oh, there are at least 200 of them at the river.
Knights, again? What colours do they wear?
They are not knights, Philip.
They say they cannot pay.
It is all right, Brother Paul.
I told them that there's a toll.
Who is your leader? Who will speak for you?
No one will speak for us, monk.
We were chased from every village.
They are outlaws.
We are no outlaws.
We come from Earl's Castle.
They killed our men!
My child! They killed my child!
By God. We cannot feed you. We barely have enough for ourselves.
We can't take care of them. There isn't enough food.
Philip, we can't send them away. We have to try and help. We will give you shelter.
I wish I had more to give.
We've given away almost all the food we have. What will these poor people eat tomorrow?
We just do what we can. The Lord will do the rest.
Before they came here, they fed themselves. They worked. Surely they can do that again.
There are more coming. Word is spreading fast.
What do we do now, Philip?
Give me the rest of the bread.
All right.
Here, Philip.
Then help to clean out the empty houses and tend to the injured.
You heard our prayer, brothers.